Morning people, sun's just rising. It's 6:10 in the morning and already packed away. Just a dry patch to show where my tent was. That won't last long. As I say, you can just about make out the road at the end of that fence there. That's really not very far away, so I really want you to get up. I can see sort of like tractors in the fields on the other side, right over the other side, so they wouldn't be able to see me. So, but that was always my intention: get up early and get going. So the sun's coming up, mist over the fields, beautiful setting, lovely little woodland to wake up to. Woken by the bark of probably a muntjac this morning, about 5 o'clock. But always prefer to be woken up by nature's alarms than that horrible one that I listen to bloody every single day of the week. It wakes me up about the same sort of time. Okay people, well, I'm going to crack on, and like I say, water's going to be a bit of a problem today. I ain't got a lot left. I think I've got about 12 miles at least before I get to my first type of water source that I can pick up. So let's get going, and I shall bring you back as and when. Well people, I've been calling this a road, but it's actually just a farm track. So yeah, legs ain't feeling too bad this morning actually, which is surprising really. I've first time that done that much over 2 days for a long time. Say in 4 weeks time I'm off to do the coast to coast. So this is all good training for it. Make sure I enjoy it, because that's the main thing. You want to enjoy your walking, and I must admit I've been doing quite a bit. I try and get out most nights and do at least 2 or 3 miles, and I think yeah, that's all good, and I'm feeling good for it, especially when you can come out and sort of like, yeah, enjoy this. Sun's out, mist in the fields. I know this is primarily a coast walk and we're inland at the moment, but that's the trouble with with a lot of our coast, is all the estuaries and the rivers and what have you. I won't actually be on the coast probably now for a good 8 miles. I'll be following the River Orr. But oh well, I'll bring you back. Got a nice little mound to go up and over here. That should be fun. First thing in the morning. Speak to you soon. There's a little bruiser coming up there. It does give you a nice Nice view. The woodland you see in the distance there is one I camped in. Just about make the sea out in the distance, and the river we got in front of us is I think the river Baldsey, which flows into the Ore, which is a little bit further over. Always reassuring to know you're on the right path. Yeah, apologies people, I got my ferry crossings wrong. This is the Buckley River and this is the Buckley River crossing. So staffed by volunteers, and but as you can see, the only way to get here is on foot, and the only way to get away from here is on foot. It's the next crossing is the Baltic Crossing. I probably pronounced that wrong anyway. I don't know, every time I come out on any sort of hike, my memory just goes to shot. You know, I look up all these things, I know exactly where I'm going, and then when I'm actually walking, it just goes out the window. And there were several signs on the path I just come up and over that hill, which says, beware of snakes. And you know what, in all my years of, I know not a lot recently, but in all my years of wandering and everything like that, I have never yet to see an adder. I've seen grass snakes, I've seen slow worms, but I've never yet seen an adder. Still time though. Oh, after what seems like absolutely ages, I think it was about 11 o'clock yesterday, I actually left the coast to walk into Snape, and then this morning it's now 8:30 in the morning and I finally hit the coast again. Shingle Street, if you can see it, are those houses just down there, and then I think the book says it's 10.5 miles from there to get to the finish. That's Alford Spit right in front of us. You've got the River Ore to the left and the North Sea to the right. And although it's a very beautiful walk, this is probably a bit of the worst walking I've done really, because it's sea-walled footpaths, and the trouble is like the grass is extremely damp, so my feet are now soaking wet, which they haven't been all weekend. But about 12 miles to go, so hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Okay. Yep, so far it's been a good walk. I've enjoyed it. Meeting a few people on the way, a little chat, some just a nod of the head, some with a full-blown conversation, but it's been nice. Okay people, ever onward. Just coming away from Shingle Street. The book tells you to take this slight inland diversion because apparently the next 2 miles on the beach are quite torturous with all that shingle. I'm happy to do that. But, I must admit my water was getting horribly low. I probably only had another couple of swigs left, that was it. And there's a nice lady having her breakfast on her veranda on one of those beachfront cottages. And we exchanged pleasantries, and then I said, do you mind if I be really cheeky and would you mind filling up my water bottle for me? Which she graciously did. So I got a full water bottle, which should see me to Felixstowe ferry at least. Oh, up a steep path. Onto the embankment. Yeah. Oh, sun's still shining. It's a beautiful day. About 10 miles left to do. So, as I always say, ever onward. So the choice was either walking on this sort of path or shingle, and this is far better. You might just be able to make out Shingle Street out there in the distance, probably a mile or so away, but that would have meant walking on that shingle that way. Past a couple of Martello Towers. One it looks like it's decaying because the plaster's off, but gives it the look of got a smiley face on it. I'll put a picture up and show you. And then the next Martello Tower, the one that's closest to you, has been converted to a rather expensive holiday let. I think there was a TV programme sometime last year. Sandy Toxic was taking friends to different places to stay at different places, and she actually stayed for a weekend in that place. I did look it up. It's about £1,000. Well, it might be even more actually, just for the weekend. But you have got some really nice countryside, and the sea of course. That was a hard slog then, that one. But we're now at the River Debden, and this is where the Ballsy ferry is. Not that I can see anything in operation, so let's hope. There's no other way of getting across the river. Oh well, I'll catch you later. This morning, about 5 miles north of Shingle Street. Yeah, this morning. Just coming away from Felixstowe ferry. Yeah, had a bit of refreshment there. And walking the final stretch, about 5 miles to Felixstowe Fort. This stretch is probably going to be the busiest. So I don't know if I film much, but we'll see. Little objective in sight. I can see it, I doubt if you can. Cranes for the port there, and I'll go to the end. Getting busier. Mind you, I suppose that's to be expected. It is Easter Sunday. So, yep, it's going to get busier. As the guidebook says, the further along you get amusements and bits and pieces like that. So, we're entering into Kiss Me Quick territory. So, I'll probably leave filming now to the end. Speak to you soon. Not much more to go. I can see in the distance the tower at Alton. I think when I get around the corner there'll be Harwich, you can see. So roughly working this out, I've done about 130,000 steps. Right, okay. A load of holiday homes here. Do I carry on that way? I'm not sure. Bring you back in a while when I check everything out. Yeah, they built a bloody caravan park on the prom. Slight backtrack. Just seen a sign for the foot ferry for Harwich, so I'm obviously on the right track. The ferry runs on the half hour. It's now 20 to 2, so plenty of time for the 2:30 ferry. So all good. Okay people, this little bit's boring. Catch you in a minute. Yeah, it's always the same. It's like when you climb a mountain, you think you're at the top and you go over that brow and there's still more to do. For some reason that house there which had turrets I thought might have been it, but there you go. How silly am I? So, well, you ain't got much further to go. At least the crowds are not here. Going past the pier at Felixstowe, there's people walking 4 abreast and do not want to move over. Totally different from walking along the seawall footpaths. You come to people, they move over for you, and you exchange some lovely courtesies. There we go. Thank you. And you got Felixstowe docks, the largest container depot I think in Europe, definitely in Great Britain. I think it's the largest container depot in Europe. There we go, Vanguard's Fort. End of the journey. So now I've got to negotiate this bit of road. There'll be some kind of viewing platform here. Well, there's good views across to Harwich. I think maybe the viewing platform is inside the fort, which you have to pay to get in.
Coming into the museum?
I've still got 25 minutes for the ferry.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I was just asking that chap where that all the services. Harwich over there, you might be able to see it in this. We've got Shockley Point over there. I think this is the viewpoint. So, okay people, next job, ferry across to Harwich. Yeah, that's fine, yeah. Bloody boats float.